Another Chinese brand, another RAV4-sized SUV, another press release promising new energy vehicles and huge potential in this highly competitive market. This time it's called Forthing. And before you tune out, because I get it, we've been here before, hear me out. Because this one actually has some substance behind it. Forthing is owned by Dongfeng, one of China's big four automakers, the same company that has joint ventures with Nissan and Honda. This isn't a pop-up brand, this is serious industrial scale. And it's landing in Australia in June, 2 months away. So let's get into it. Who is Forthing? What are they actually bringing? And does any of it matter? Forthing was founded in 2001 under Dongfeng, which is one of China's state-backed auto giants. They've been building cars for over 2 decades, not chasing a trend. Their push into right-hand drive markets, Australia, New Zealand, is part of a deliberate international expansion. This isn't a brand that appeared 6 months ago with a glossy render and a dream. The local distributor is Ateco Group, based in Sydney. You'll know them. They handle LDV, Renault, Ram trucks, and Maserati here. They know how to set up a dealer network, and that matters. Dealer coverage has been a genuine weak point for some of the newer Chinese entrants. Ateco have said they're targeting every capital city from launch. The car itself is called the Taikon 5. They're not using its overseas name, which is Friday, and honestly, good call. It's a mid-size SUV, about 4,600 millimeters long, 1860 millimeters wide. That puts it right in the same territory as the Toyota RAV4 and the Mazda CX-5. Wheelbase is 2715 millimeters, sits between those two as well. Australia is getting 2 powertrains. First, a straight EV, 150 kilowatt front-wheel drive, 64.4 kilowatt-hour LFP battery. Claimed range on CLTC is 530 kilometers. That's the Chinese test cycle, which tends to be generous, but real world should still be solid. Second option is what Forthing calls a REEV, a range extender. It's a 1.5-liter petrol engine paired with a smaller 32 kilowatt-hour LFP battery, and it claims 138 kilometers of electric-only range on WLTP. The petrol engine charges the battery. You do most of your driving on electricity. It's the same concept as the Leapmotor C10 REEV, which if you've seen my earlier video on that car, you'll know it works well in practice. One detail that caught my eye, the REEV gets multi-link rear suspension, while the EV makes do with a torsion beam. That gap tells you something. Forthing is positioning the REEV as the premium pick. Standard kit includes a 14.6-inch touchscreen, an 8.8-inch digital cluster, adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. That's a reasonable spec sheet for the segment. So where does this sit in the market? In China, the EV version starts at the equivalent of about 32,000 Australian dollars. For context, the Geely EX5, which competes in this space, is 42 grand here. The Leapmotor C10 REEV is just under 44K. If Forthing comes in aggressively and prices the Taikon 5 somewhere in the low to mid-40s, they're going to make life very uncomfortable for everyone in this segment, including established players like Mitsubishi and Mazda. But, and this is the thing, if they price it at parity with the competition without bringing a clear advantage in range, features, or warranty, then it disappears into the noise like a few others have before it. The pricing announcement is everything. That's what will determine whether the Taikon 5 is actually a threat or just a footnote. Forthing have said more details are coming closer to the June launch date, and I'll be covering it the moment numbers drop. If you want that breakdown when it happens, subscribe and drop a comment below. Which powertrain would you go for, the pure EV or the range extender? I'm genuinely curious where Aussie buyers land on that one.